Hi, in this video I am giving a demo of the Essofore chat server. Think of this chat server as a add-on to the Essofore database, and what this chat server allows you to do is to layer a large language model on top of the search results returned by the Essofore semantic search engine. Layering a LLM on top of the search results allows you to query your documents and get a response in a more conversational manner, just like you get with agents like ChatGPT. So, what I've done here is I have already launched a EC2 instance of the SO4 chat server using the G4DN.xlarge instance type, which is the recommended instance type to use with the chat server, and I am using Meta Llama 3 8 billion instruct model, which comes pre-installed with the Amazon machine image of chat server. And you can see that the VM is equipped with a Tesla T4 GPU, and we have offloaded all the layers of the large language model to the GPU. This window shows the config file, which has the path to the Llama model. You are not limited to Meta Llama 3. You can replace this with any other large language model so long that it's compatible with llama.cpp. One of the things that we need to do over here is to update this RAG endpoint to the endpoint where the SO4 database is running. And let's do that now. So we come to our EC2 console and we are going to launch a new instance of SO4 server. And again, the important thing is to make sure that your port 8080 is open. And I'm also going to open port 22 in order to be able to SSH to the machine. And you can see that I have selected the SO4 AMI. So with these settings, I'm going to launch a new instance. My instance is running now, and I'm going to SSH to the instance, which is shown over here. And when I log into the instance, I can run systemctl status, and we see that the SO4 service is already running. The next thing that we will do is that we are going to ingest some documents into the database as has been explained in other videos. So now this page shows me where my SO4 server is running, and I'm going to copy the private IP address, and that IP address I'm going to paste over here. So now what's going to happen is that when I make a query to the chat server and I can turn on RAG on or off. And if RAG is turned on, then the chat server is going to make a request to this endpoint. It is then going to collect the search results, and based on those search results, it's going to give us a response. So let us see how that happens. So Now I am going to show this script over here, which is going to make a call to the chat server. And this is how you do it. Um, this is the endpoint of the chat server. We are going to make a post request to the completion endpoint, and it's going to return us a stream of text tokens using server sent events. And this is our query, the same query which we have been using in other videos, who is Sherlock Holmes. And first, we will show the results when RAG is off. In this case, the large language model is going to use the data that it has been trained with to answer our question. So the Llama 3 is going to use the publicly available data that it was trained with to answer the question, who is Sherlock Holmes? So I'm going to run the script now, which will make the call to the chat server, and pay attention to the chat server logs over here. And in this window, we can see the GPU usage. For some reason, it shows 0 MB over here. I don't know why. But over here, you can see that this GPU has 16 gigabytes of VRAM, and we have loaded Llama 3 to the GPU, and it has taken up about 9 gigabytes. So let's run this and see what happens. And we see that we are getting some nice output. So this is the result without using a RAG. And now we will do another query in which we use a RAG. And to do that, we are going to use this other script. Now we turn on RAG by setting RAG true. And this is the relevance threshold 0.65, which is equal to 1 minus distance. If you have watched the other videos, we have stressed the point that when you make a query to Essofore database, it will return search results, and each search result will have a distance measure associated with it. And that distance measure reflects the distance of the search result from your search query. And the lower the distance, the better is the result. And the relevance can be thought of as 1 minus distance. And what this relevance threshold is saying is that discard all search results which have relevance less than 0.65, or uh, in other words, distance greater than 0.35. And RAG K tells the amount of search results that we are going to fetch. And you also have to specify the collection ID against which you will search. And we already mentioned the RAG endpoint when we started the server, and that's how you should use it. But there is the option to override the RAG endpoint using this user specified parameter. So I am actually going to delete this thing because I don't recommend in real world you would ever be using that. The RAG endpoint is something which would be fixed when you start your server. So rest of the code remains the same. The only thing we have done is that we have turned on RAG now. And you will see qualitatively how the results are going to be different this time. And I can do another thing over here. This window is the window where the Essofore web server is running, and we can stream its logs over here. So let us see what happens.